You're watching Weekend at Gabe's and I'm Weekend Gabe. This latest episode was brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Use our code W@G for an exclusive 15% discount when visiting their site. Tell them I sent you. Now enjoy the show. Yo, broadcasting live to you and yours. Weekend Gabe holding you down on this Tuesday night of Weekend at Gabe's. On this Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. We got you covered. We got a huge show lined up, a little bit different from the hip hop norms that you often see on this show. So don't say that we don't bring you diverse sounds because we are bringing them tonight. Joining us at 8:10 is going to be Ivy Halavana, jungle bass and drum artist based in Chicago, has a new EP, Believer, and she's going to be checking in with us. And then at 8:35, Morgan Gold is going to be hopping on to talk about her most recent singles as well as, sorry about that. Let's run that back. Morgan Gold is at 8:10. And then at 8:35, Ivy Halivana is going to be joining us. We got you covered. But either way, a big show tonight. Give us a follow on these socials at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, the Real Sam Crane, as well as the Ghetto Flower. Head over to Ghetto Flower right now and use our coupon code WIG for 50% off purchases of $50 or more. The Real Sam Crane, how are you, sir?
Ooh, I'm doing good, and you know what? I'm feeling warm, Gabe. It was a little bit hot outside for a week, and then today it chilled the fuck out, and I was grateful for that because I got this lovely, luxurious varsity jacket from our good friends over at the Ghetto Flower, and you best believe I got 15% off of that purchase by using our exclusive Weekend at Gabe's code W@G on their website to get that money off. And I'm sitting here right now, cozy, comfortable. How are you, sir?
Listen, man, today, this week has been struggle season, but I'm happy that we're back in the show. Just FYI, we won't be here on Thursday because I will be celebrating
Why is that, Gabe?
Benny Bear's third birthday. So I'm going to be try to do fatherly things on Thursday.
We're giving Benny an applause. We love that. We love to
Listen.
see him turn 3 and many more.
Listen, I don't know if you remember when you were 3, but I posted a video recently and I asked him if he wanted to grow up, and he said, "Nah, I'm good on that." He already recognizes that being a 3-year-old, 2-year-old toddler is never going to get better than this. Like, got someone wiping your ass, giving you food, like you watch Spider-Man all day. I mean, it's never going to get better.
It's a win-win-win, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ass wiping, Spider-Man, and food. What more could a man ask for?
Exactly. But man, I'm really excited about tonight. We did a hell of a job booking tonight's show. Morgan Gold is going to be joining us in just a few minutes. She has the backup single that was just recently featured on Lyrical Lemonade. So huge look for her. And then we have Ivy Halavana joining us. Jungle drum and bass. Not something I normally listen to, but I really enjoyed what she's doing.
Describe so we got Morgan Gold coming. That's ethereal R&B. We're doing subgenres tonight. If I had to pick a title for this episode, it would be the subgenre episode. We've got the ethereal R&B of Morgan Gold, and we got the digital DIY pop of Ivy Halavana. So we're gonna get into what all of that means. But first, America, there's only time for one segment, and ladies and gentlemen, your mom doesn't give a shit. Your dad certainly doesn't call on Wednesdays, but there is a certain man who checks the news so you don't have to, and that is why we do this segment, and it is our favorite segment, News That Only Gabe Cares About, episode 122, sponsored by our friends over at the Ghetto Flower. You can catch them in the bottom corner, this way, that way.
Exactly. The Ghetto Flower Raps is an intimate fly on the wall experience of hip hop's best young talent, dropping incredible bars. This month, we saw Dre Isaiah shut down the Flower Rap session. Fear not, if you haven't already seen it, head over to the Ghetto Flowers Instagram page after the show and catch up on it. He absolutely murdered it. So the Flower Raps from the Ghetto Flower is what you need to be up on. All right, let's get into news that Gabe only cares about. Listen, this first story is so appropriate for how I feel at the moment. Listen, at some point, we all have this experience of walking into a job and just being like, fuck the dumb shit, I'm done. I may not actually quit today, but I'm checked out mentally. That's where I'm at. I don't feel respected. I don't feel whole. I don't feel fulfilled. There's something that is empty inside of us that just gives a that says fuck this shit. We don't often cover wrestling on this show, but tonight we're gonna change that. Last night on Monday Night Raw, Naomi and Sasha Banks turned in their tag team titles and said, fuck the bullshit. You guys aren't respecting us. We're not going out there for a live TV broadcast.
We love it. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. And I would just like to rewind the clocks just a little bit and check in with your we don't often cover wrestling on this show comment. Because, yes, of course, we fucking do. You like wrestling. This is news that only Gabe cares about.
We do. Yes, we do. Not often enough, but we do have some wrestlers come on the show, or we gabbed about this.
Yes.
But I've only walked out on a job once in my life because I was like, this is the bullshit. Like, I'm not doing this shit. I was a bus boy at Home Run Inn, and I lasted a cool 9 hours and said, fuck the bullshit. So I'm not upset with them that they decided to check out and be like, you know what? We're not being respected. You guys don't understand who we are as a team. We're out. Have you ever walked off on a show, on a job before?
I don't think I've ever walked clean off on a job before, and that may be on my bucket list, Gabe. Maybe I just need to up and quit things, man, more often. No, I haven't. I've never walked out of a job sort of mid shift or anything. It's usually after the shift ends that I'm like, you know what, guys, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think this is an incredible story more so because they had to forfeit their titles to do this thing. So whatever disrespect was given, it must have been serious. But full support for these ladies because fucking the WWE doesn't give a shit, and Monday to Raw doesn't give a shit, man. Like, it's just, it is what it is, dude. So, yeah, rock on. Way to go.
All right, so salute to them. Yeah, fuck that shit. Get out. What are they gonna do? Fire you?
Take your belts? I don't know.
I know, right? All right. Listen, long ago, Major League Baseball had this campaign that said chicks love the long ball. Everyone loves home runs. But did you know what people often still love and love to talk about, but not openly?
Steroids.
Hang on. No. Fucking UFOs.
I hit the wrong thing. I meant to give you an applause. That was a good transition, sir. Well done.
Listen, the Congress, for the first time, held a hearing on UFOs in 50 years. The first time we've openly discussed this. They discussed a report that examined 144 incidents that the government termed as unidentified aerial phenomenons, only one of which investigators were able to explain by the end of the study. So 143 reported incidents. We don't know what the fuck it was or what
happened. Hang on, wait,
it was
143 minus one, or it was 144 and they solved one, so now it's 143?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Only one of those incidents we got down to the bottom of it. The other three, we don't know. We have no idea. Could be China, could be Russia, could just be ET. We don't know. Good use of congressional time or bad use of congressional time?
I mean, I feel like it's super easy to say up here that this is a terrible use of congressional time. Let me get nuked by a laser beam from a UFO though, and fucking, I think I'm gonna feel like it was a good use of our time. So I'm gonna leave this shit alone because what?
I always love some good UFO talk because we don't really know anything about anything except visuals like this, that where vehicles in the air are just flying at speeds that we can't even keep up with. What could that possibly be? Or why would they visit here? I don't know. They must be really bored because they keep coming back because we don't really.
I don't know, man. There's somebody. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said this. If alien cultures exist, then they must also have teenagers. And that smacked a little bit for me. I like that.
Do you think that UFOs like think of Earth as like some paradise? Like, hey, we're gonna go hang out at
No, I think they
hang out
think of
Earth.
it like you ever driven through Amarillo, Texas?
No, hell no.
Exactly. I wouldn't recommend it. But definitely that. Definitely that. I feel like they'd be like, damn, you want to go check out that old ass planet that hasn't even got self driving cars yet? And motherfuckers is like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our last story. This one actually comes from Morgan Gold's timeline that I stole from this past weekend. OnlyFans. Listen, I've flirted with this idea of whether I should do it or not because I got bills to pay, and
Only
I
Gabe's.
I
Yes.
really don't know what people would want to see this underneath this or my feet. I don't know what really if there's any demand for this, but I'm curious to find out. But we're gonna run this video of someone who is showcasing their bodily instruments, but for good. Let's take a look.
First OnlyFans paycheck came in today, and I'm going to use 20 grand of it to pay off my sister's student loans. Because why the fuck not?
Anthony, you're gonna break my fucking door! Oh my god! What is all this?
That is your student loans. Paid in full by my penis.
A blessing what you did for your sister. But did you ever think you should take that fucking money and buy your own fucking house?
Huge fucking thank you. Listen.
Oh my god, bro.
Sam, open question to everyone on the show, you and I. Would you reveal a part of your body to help support a family member with some outstanding debt?
Listen, it's not too many family members that I care deep enough about to pay off their student loans. But let me be very clear, and let me use my Obama point finger when I do this. I would absolutely start an OnlyFans if 20 grand is what I could see off the back end of my work. If 20 grand is what I need, I'm there, bro. It's not even shit, bro. That's the way I feel, bro. 20 grand. Also, not that much in student loans, realistically. 20 grand?
That's light, yeah. That's
A
light.
lot of people I know are in bigger holes. So I'll leave it at that and just say that if it was 20 grand, given that I have no student loans, I'm on that.
All right. Well, I love this video so much. It's there's so much going on. The mom kicking in the door, throwing a bag of money, paid student loans paid by the exposure of his penis. Listen, there's a lot happening in that family. All right, there's a lot happening tonight on Weekend at Gabe's, but that is news that only Gabe cares about on this Tuesday night. Sponsored by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower, where if you head over to the Ghetto Flower, you can save up to 15% on all purchases of $50 or more. Use our coupon code at W at G, and you can get the plug, and you'll be a better person for it in a better spot. So,
Yes, sir.
thank you for watching the latest episode of Weekend at Gabe's on YouTube, brought to you by the Ghetto Flower. Make sure to also click on the links in the description for more information to our guests and access to exclusive new music from the Ghetto Flower and so much more. Make sure to also like and subscribe to the show, and also continue to share, support, and show love by clicking on any of the links surrounding my head. Thanks for watching.